From RisingApple.com, the headline, the Mets prospect with the most realistic chance to make the opening day roster. He might be the only prospect to even consider for opening day. Now, before we get into this video, hit that subscribe button so you know what's going on in this video. And, of course, you can find out what's going on with the Mets farm system and all these minor league contracts they sign, all these little trades that you don't hear much about. I will cover them all here, all of them. Balance between prospects to make the opening day roster are one of the fun aspects of spring training. This isn't the case in St. Lucie. New York Mets spring training is more focused on the scuffles between veterans. Prospects are more to fill innings and seats than to actually compete for a roster spot. None of the highly touted prospects have a chance of even sniffing the majors to begin the year. It's not part of the plan. Even an abundance of injuries wouldn't sway David Stearns enough to redirect the path of these players. All of those clerical reasons as to why prospects are held back at times, such as delaying their free agency or not wanting to ruin a guy's confidence, apply here. One prospect is a little different. The unpredictability with relief pitchers in terms of performance and health could have the Mets consider Nate Lavender, but only if a roster spot opens up. How Nate Lavender can make the Mets opening day roster, Article asks. Considering he throws left-handed, the obvious course for him begins with an injury to Brooks Raley or Jake Diekman. Lavender is probably the best left-handed relievers they have behind those two. They'd be foolish not to add him to the 40-man roster and call him up to begin the year. He's going to see MLB action at some point in 2024. He is seasoned in AAA enough to the point where he should be an option. Beyond an injury to one of the Major League Southpaws, there's no rule against the Mets carrying three lefties. So even if one of the right-handed hurlers who hits the IL before opening day, Lavender is someone who could take over. Lavender's pitched two perfect innings for the Mets this spring, and in his debut fanned all three batters he went up against. He finished last season with a 3.27 ERA and AAA of 13.7 strikeouts per 9 innings and 4.7 walks per 9 innings. That's very high. He's got to get that down to 3. If he's going to be an effective relief pitcher in the major leagues, he's got to find a way to get that walk rate to three batters or less per 9 innings. While the walk rate is high, it's not atrociously frightening. It is, trust me. A reliever cannot afford to do that. I'm sorry, I disagree with this article. That is imperative to get that walk rate down to 3 per 9 innings. Anything higher than that, it gets to be problematic. The 3-batter minimum rule already somewhat negates how favorable splits must be for a reliever. You need to get everyone out, not just hitters who bat from a particular side. It's almost irrelevant in a conversation where the main goal should be to have the best pitchers if possible. For those curious, Lavender was actually better against right-handed batters anyway. He held them to a 164 average in 132 plate appearances. Lefties had their way with him at times, hitting 241 in their 101 opportunities last season. Working both for and against Lavender is the fact that he has minor league options. An injury to a pitcher days before opening day could have the Mets thinking about keeping a non-optional reliever instead of him as to avoid losing the pitcher entirely. However, any pitcher who falls into this category, such as Sean Reed-Foley, Phil Bickford, Yohan Ramirez, etc., is already unlikely to survive the season anyway. Lavender will be in Major League in 24. He will likely also be on the 40-man roster out of camp. Still only accounting for the opening day roster if injuries happen, he should be one of the first on call for the majors when the team needs help in the regular season. But like I said, most important thing, he's got to get that walk rate down, especially in the minor leagues. Gets that walk rate down to under 2 at 3, 3 walks per 9 innings, he'll be in great shape. Let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to Prospect Hut. I'll see you later.